Have you ever walked into a room and felt like no one really saw you? Like you had to perform, talk louder, smile harder, impress more, just to feel worthy of a glance? And even after doing all that, you still walked away feeling empty, unseen, disconnected. You're not broken. You're not boring. You're just stuck in a cycle that society praises, but Stoicism warns us about. In today's world, everyone is shouting. Online, offline, in relationships, at work, everyone's trying to be heard, to be liked, to be validated. But the most magnetic person in the room is usually the one who says the least. They're calm, collected, and unbothered. This isn't arrogance. It's power. It's presence. And it's built through detachment, through the ancient Stoic idea of not letting every emotion, insult, or opinion shake your core. Because when you stop reacting, you start leading. You no longer chase validation, you attract it. You no longer crave attention, you command it. You no longer beg for love, you become love. And that's why this video could change how the world sees you, and how you see yourself. In the next few minutes, we'll break down why mastering detachment and emotional control not only gives you peace of mind, but also makes you irresistibly attractive in a world full of noise. So if you're ready to stop being pulled in every direction, and start standing in quiet, undeniable power, then stay with me. Because this is the Stoic path. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you never miss another insight that could change your mindset, and maybe even your life. Number 1, detachment creates inner peace, and inner peace is magnetic. Have you ever been in a room full of people, but still felt exhausted just being there? Have you ever left a conversation thinking, why did I say all that? Why do I always feel the need to explain myself? Why am I always so emotionally drained? It's not because you're weak. It's not because you're broken. It's because you're constantly connected, not in a meaningful way, but emotionally wired to everything. Everyone's moods, every comment, every glance, every notification, every little reaction, it all tugs at your nervous system. But what if you could cut that cord? What if you could walk into that same room, feel centered, calm, and completely untouchable? What if, instead of chasing peace, you became peace? That's what Stoic detachment gives you, and today, we're going to explore why inner peace is the most magnetic force in the world. We live in a hyperstimulated world. You wake up and the first thing you check is your phone. Messages, likes, news, trends. You haven't even brushed your teeth yet and you're already overwhelmed. You're constantly plugged in, not just digitally, but emotionally. And that emotional entanglement is exhausting. You become like a puppet, reacting to every pull. Think of someone you've met who didn't talk much, but when they did, everyone listened. They didn't react to every joke, every insult, or every bit of gossip. They weren't cold, but they were still. Present, rooted. People noticed them. Respected them. And maybe, felt slightly intimidated by their calm. Why? Because inner peace is rare. And what's rare, becomes attractive. It's the same reason why monks are admired even by people who don't understand them. Or why a character like James Bond commands attention without raising his voice. They have something most people don't, detachment from the noise. The Stoics knew this over 2,000 years ago. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote in his personal journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." They lived through plagues, wars, betrayals, but they trained themselves to focus only on what they could control: their breath, their thoughts, their reactions. That's detachment, not apathy, not numbness, but choosing not to let the outside world steal your inner peace. Think about that. You can't stop people from judging you. You can't control traffic, gossip, rejection, failure, or even death. But you can control how tightly you hold on to those things. And the more you learn to let go, the more powerful you become. The real reward isn't attention. It's not respect. It's freedom. Freedom from anxiety. Freedom from people-pleasing. Freedom from emotional roller coasters. You don't react, you respond. You don't chase, you attract. You don't crumble, you glow silently in a world of noise. That kind of presence is unforgettable. So the next time you feel the urge to react, pause. Breathe. Detach. Ask yourself, does this deserve my energy? Or is this just noise I've been trained to respond to? Because the more you protect your inner peace, the more powerful, present, and attractive you become. Hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and stay with us on this journey of becoming unshakable. Number 2, non-reactivity shows strength, not weakness. Have you ever been told you're too quiet when someone tries to provoke you? Or maybe someone called you cold because you didn't react the way they expected? Let me tell you something the world doesn't say enough: not reacting doesn't make you weak. It makes you dangerous in the best way possible. Because in a society that worships outrage, the calmest person in the room holds the most power. We're taught to react, to clap back, to prove a point, to defend every opinion. We're bombarded with messages saying, if you don't speak up instantly, you'll be walked over. But here's the truth: when you react to everything, you hand over control to everyone. You become like a leaf in the wind, tossed around by emotions, opinions, and drama. But when you choose to stay silent, to stay centered, you own the situation. Epictetus once said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master." Let that sink in. Every time you get triggered by a comment, a look, or a tweet, you give that person power over your peace. Think of the people you admire most: leaders, mentors, warriors. Are they the ones yelling and proving themselves? Or the ones who say little but say it with calm and certainty? There's a reason military generals, Zen monks, and top CEOs have that same unshakable demeanor. They've mastered their emotions, because they know emotions, when uncontrolled, lead to mistakes. So the next time someone tests you, pause. Your silence will scream louder than their insult ever could. If you really connecting until now, like this video and comment, do you really agree or you have some other thoughts? Number 3, the more you chase, the more you repel. Detachment reverses this. Have you ever noticed something strange? The more you want someone's attention, the more they pull away. The more you crave their validation, love, or respect, the more they seem to ignore you. It's frustrating. It feels personal. But it's not. It's a law of nature: what you chase, runs. What you detach from, flows to you. And once you understand this, you'll stop begging for things that are meant to come to you when you no longer need them. When you chase something, a person, a job, approval, you radiate lack. People can feel it. You might not say a word, but your energy says, "Please see me. Please choose me. Please accept me." And nothing repels people faster than neediness. Think about it: When someone desperately tries to impress you, don't you instinctively step back? That's not because you're mean, it's because we're drawn to those who are whole on their own. People who want, not need. People who invite, not beg. The Stoics understood this dynamic long before psychology caught up. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Receive without pride, let go without attachment." They believed that when you cling to outcomes, you lose your power. You become a puppet, controlled by whether someone texts you back, praises you, promotes you, or validates you. But when you let go, you become grounded. You show the world, I choose from a place of abundance, not desperation. Number 4, emotional mastery makes you unpredictable and intriguing. Let me ask you this. What's more powerful? Someone who shows every emotion the moment they feel it, joy, anger, jealousy, sadness, or someone who keeps their emotional world disciplined, like a warrior in battle? Now think of the people you find mysterious, compelling, even intimidating in a good way. Aren't they the ones you can't quite figure out? They smile, but not too often. They listen, but don't react. They feel everything, but show only what they choose. That, my friend, is emotional mastery. And in a world that overshares and overreacts, it makes you irresistibly intriguing. Humans crave mystery. But most people today are completely predictable. Someone says something offensive, they get angry. Someone flirts with them, they get attached. Someone ignores them, they spiral into insecurity. It's a pattern. It's robotic. But the one who pauses before reacting, the one who smiles instead of snapping, the one who chooses their emotions instead of being ruled by them, that person breaks the pattern. And that's where curiosity begins. Because people think, why didn't they react? What are they thinking? What makes them so calm? You instantly become memorable. The Stoics weren't emotionless, that's a myth. They felt everything, they just didn't let emotions drive the car. Seneca once said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity. For he is not permitted to prove himself." When you master your emotional responses, people respect you more. You gain influence without force. You stop being emotionally predictable, and start becoming unforgettable. Because people are drawn to mystery. They're drawn to those who make them pause and wonder. And in that wondering, you become magnetic. Number 5, non-reactivity increases respect and trust. Have you ever noticed this? The people who explode in anger are rarely trusted. The ones who cry at every little stress point are often handled delicately, not respected. The ones who react impulsively may be feared, but they're never truly followed. But those who respond with calm, deliberate thought. Those who stay grounded while everyone else panics. They earn trust. They earn respect. And over time, they become the ones others depend on, not out of fear, but out of admiration. This is the quiet strength that Stoicism builds, the power to stay still when the world tries to shake you. Let's say you're in a meeting. A coworker challenges your idea in front of everyone, and not politely. You feel that surge in your chest. That need to respond, to defend, to fight back. But instead, you pause. You take a breath. And you say, "That's an interesting point. Let's explore it further." Boom. In that moment, you've separated yourself from the crowd. You've shown composure. You've shown self-control. And that one pause, that one act of non-reactivity, it earns you something no rant or emotional outburst ever could: respect. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. None of them can hurt me." The Stoics prepared their minds for battle before stepping into the world. They knew the enemy wasn't outside, it was within, your own impulses, your own ego, your own need to react. Non-reactivity isn't passive. It's a form of mental armor. That's Stoic power. People begin to trust you with responsibility, decisions, even their own emotions. Because your non-reactivity becomes their stability. And in relationships, romantic or professional, stability is more attractive than any looks or charm. Number 6, detachment makes you self-focused, and self-focused people are irresistible. Let's get honest. How many hours have you lost thinking about people who don't think about you? How much energy have you poured into trying to be noticed, liked, approved, accepted? Now imagine what would happen if you took all that energy, all that mental space, and redirected it into building yourself. Your skills. Your body. Your mind. Your peace. That shift from chasing others to investing in you is where true power and true attractiveness begins. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care more about your alignment than someone else's opinion. It means, I can love you, but I don't need to lose myself to keep you. I can respect you, but I won't beg for your validation. I can walk with you, but I will never crawl to keep up. This is where you become magnetic. Not because you're chasing, but because you're on a mission. People notice that. People respect that. And people, whether they admit it or not, are attracted to it. The Stoics were obsessed with the inner world. They believed that happiness and power were not found by controlling others, but by mastering yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And how can you guard the quality of your thoughts, if you're constantly watching, worrying, reacting to everyone else? Detachment helps you return to your center. You become self-focused, not selfish, but deeply self-led. This is how you build strength. This is how you build peace. This is how you become irresistible, without even trying. Number 7, Stoic detachment leads to freedom, and freedom is attractive. You know what's truly attractive? It's not money. It's not looks. It's not even status. It's freedom. Freedom from overthinking. Freedom from fear. Freedom from chasing what you don't need. You felt it before, that magnetic pull towards someone who doesn't need anything from you. They're whole. They're light. They're free. That's what Stoic detachment gives you, and once you experience it, you never go back. Most people are trapped. Not by cages, but by feelings. Stoic detachment says, I don't control the world, only myself. That's not weakness. That's liberation. You stop trying to control outcomes, and instead master your response to them. And that's where the freedom begins. Epictetus said it best, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. You're not tied to outcomes. You're not shaken by opinions. You're just, you, full, rooted, powerful. That kind of self-possession is rare. And rare is magnetic. If this message has resonated with you, let us know in the comments. Your journey matters. Like the video to support this channel and help others find their inner strength too. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a lesson on Stoic power and self-mastery.